Hello everybody, it's the 1st of January and we came to Kamakura. It's my first time here, I've never been here before, and it's my first time to see an ocean in winter. I've never seen an ocean or a sea in winter. So strange but so beautiful. So many people are, I forgot the name of the sport. It's not snowboarding, it's some different boarding. You see on the waves, what are they doing? I forgot the name of the sport. Must be very cold, but maybe their costumes are very warm. So many of them. Must be very difficult. I don't know how they're standing on these boards. I would fall. I like it here. I like it a lot. Look how beautiful. And these mountains. Mountains. Another mountain. A lot of mountains. I like it here. Also, everybody, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I hope 2022 will end the pandemic finally. I cannot wait for it to be over. And I hope that 2022 will bring all of you a lot of interesting favorite books and just a lot of happy memories. So Happy New Year. Maybe I should remove my mask. Happy New Year. I wish you all the best. I hope everything is good in all spheres of your lives. And I hope you find a lot of very good books in this new 2022. Okay, I'm going to wear my mask again. Look what shell I found. Beautiful. Beautiful shell. This is also beautiful. I like it. But it's broken. I would like to find a whole, big whole shell like this. Which one is better? This or this? I feel like they both are beautiful. But that one is full and not broken. Here it is. Full. I feel like it's beautiful. Oi. To be honest, I don't really need them, but they're so beautiful. But at home, they will be just trash. So I will just leave them here, but they're beautiful. I found a treasure. I found a treasure. Look at it, how beautiful and big. It's like it's my hand. It's my whole hand. Yes, this one I will take home, I think, because it's beautiful. I found the shell of my dreams. Do you guys like looking for shells? It's actually very, I don't know, I like it. I found the shell. Happy New Year. A shell. A New Year present from the ocean, from Kamakura.
Hello everybody, it's Tanya and welcome to a new reading vlog. It's already the 2nd of January 2022. So you saw a little bit from yesterday, but then my phone died, so I couldn't film more. In this clip I'm going to introduce you my reads for this week, and also we will set up a new reading challenge and also new updates, a few updates for the channel and how I think it will proceed. So we will see. Let's start with the updates. So for the channel, what I plan to do this year, I feel a little bit out of love with like filming videos, making videos. I don't know why. I also didn't read much at the end of last year, so that's why there were not many videos, because I wasn't reading as much. And then the books that I was reading, I realized that I wasn't really in the mood to like sit down and talk about them, sit down and film a video or research like additional information to make video more informative. I don't know, I just felt a little bit out of love with everything, and I just wanted to read and that's it. Just that, you know, I didn't want to think too much, I didn't want to like pressure myself too much. I don't know what it was, but yeah, basically I was not exactly in the mood to film much, so that's why there were not many videos. I don't want to stop this channel because I have put a lot of work into it, so what I think I will do, I will just film videos at my own pace whenever I feel like filming and whenever I want to talk about what I'm reading. I think I might try and do weekly reading vlogs, not thematical, they probably will not be thematical, just what I read in a week. Also, I will not do TBRs because I never follow them anyway, and then when I look back at them I feel upset because, you know, you kind of set yourself a goal and you don't really reach it, so it kind of always upsets me. So I decided to stop doing TBRs, stop doing like reading plans. I will just read whatever I feel like reading at a given moment. So I think there won't be any TBRs, at least in the near future, on my channel. I might do wrap-ups instead if I read enough for a wrap-up in a month. So we will see how it goes. I don't know what mood I will be in, how much I will be reading, we will see. I'm gonna try and we will just see how it goes. As for my Goodreads reading challenge, so let's set it up together. Again, I will not, last year I tried something like, I gave a range of I think maybe 70 or maybe 80 books up to like 130 books, which was like crazy, and it gave me 120 books, like just random number generator, which was crazy. Last year I read only 50 books, only 50. So I think that this year I will keep it at that. I will do like just a little bit more. I will do like one book a week, so 52 weeks in a year, 52 books. So 52 books will be my reading challenge. So enter your goal, 52 books, and then we will see. I read more, but at least I will try to do 52. So start the challenge. Yes. So that's my new reading challenge for 2022. 52 books. We will see how it goes. As for the book that I'm currently reading, one I have already chosen and I have already started it. It's Heidi, because I thought to myself that I want to start this year with something just positive, you know, just kind, something like Anne of Green Gables, you know, something that you read and you love life, you love people after this book, and you just, you know, everything is good after reading this book, right? So I thought that Heidi would probably be that book, I kind of expected to be similar to Anne of Green Gables, because it's also about a little girl living in a village, living in like a small hut with her grandfather in the mountains in Switzerland. So I think it's going to be picturesque. I think it's going to be full of childish happiness and childish discoveries and being just in awe of life, being in awe of nature, and being in love with everything. So that's what I need, I think, at this moment. So yeah, I decided to start with Heidi, and I have this very beautiful edition. I think they are very popular. I think you all know them. They have beautiful end papers, and they don't really have many books. They only have 6 books. So we will see. They have also Little Women, Railway Children, Pride and Prejudice, Anne of Green Gables, and The Little Princess. I might get some other stories in these editions as well. So Heidi is my first read, and also what I decided to do is because I have a lot of big books which I want to get to, and I thought that I would be reading one smaller book, and at the same time I would be reading like 20 to 30 pages a day of a big book. So something that I was reading last year with my Big Books book club, but now there is no Big Books book club, so I will just do it myself, alone. As for the big book that I want to read, I have 2 on my mind. Let me show you. So I have a few on my mind. I'm thinking about A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. It was on my classics TBR for the last year, but I didn't read it. And then I also have My Uncle Napoleon, which is an Iranian classics. And I also have Zeno's Conscience by Italo Svevo, which I'm also very curious about, and I want like a shorter long book because I need to finish it by the 20th of January. So I think maybe I will read A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, because I heard that it's also sweet. I think I will read this one. So I think I will read A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. It has how many pages? This edition has a little bit less than 500 pages. And it has good spacing in between lines. So I think I can finish it by the 20th of January. And as far as I know, it is something sweet and also something kind. I'm not sure. I don't know much about this book. I don't remember the synopsis when I was buying it. Let me know. I think a lot of you have read it, so if you read it, let me know what this is about. If it's kind, if it's something sweet, because I kind of want this currently. I want something kind. I hope it's what I imagine it to be. But let me know in the comments, because I completely forgot. Like, I forgot all the synopsis, I forgot everything about this book. I just know that, yeah, because it's written here, the beloved American classic about young girls coming of age at the turn of the 20th century. Yeah, so it's here. Beloved American classic. I really like this edition. I like the illustration on the back, and I like it's the same, no, a little bit different. Almost the same illustration. I like it a lot. So hopefully I hope it's what I imagine it to be, because that's what I really need at the moment. So yeah, I will update you when I read it. I have already started actually Heidi today in the morning. I read the first 2 chapters. At the end of the 2nd chapter I teared up a little bit because of how sweet it is, because of it's exactly what I want. It's exactly what I need, and I just, yeah, the first 2 chapters and I already love it. So I will continue with Heidi and I will update you later on. Hello everybody, it's a few days later, it's the 5th day, and I have finished Heidi. Oh, this book is so lovely. It's exactly like Green Gables. I mean, not in the storyline, I mean like in the way it makes you feel. It's exactly like Anne of Green Gables. Maybe not exactly, but very, very similar. It is also just as precious, just as adorable, as sweet and uplifting, and it just warms your soul and it warms your heart, and I absolutely loved this book. You know, there are books that are for your mind and there are books that are for your heart. This one is for your heart. It's nothing it's nothing highbrow. You will not find like any intellectual revelations, I don't know, in this book, but it will just make you happy. It will make you look at life and at people around you with like new eyes, fresh set of eyes. I don't know the exact English expression for that, and it will just make you feel in love with life again, I think. So I personally think if you're feeling down, because I was feeling down, if you are upset, or maybe if you are in a reading slump, I think this book will be your cure. It will make you feel better. You will be very curious and eager to know what happens next to Heidi and her grandfather and Peter with his goats and all the people in this book. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's adorable. I will be coming back to it myself for sure. And yeah, I really liked it. This edition, I also really enjoyed this edition. It actually has illustrations, which is so rare, and I'm so happy that it has a lot of illustrations. Not like a lot, but a fair amount, I would say. It has a fair amount of illustrations, and it definitely sweetened my reading experience. So yes, Heidi, I loved it. I definitely recommend it. I actually almost cried a few times while I was reading this book. I didn't like cry explicitly, but I was on the verge of like happy tears because of how sweet certain moments in this book were and how happy they made me feel. I enjoyed this book very, very much, so highly recommend it. As for my next read, I'm going to start now this novel. This is Things We Left Unsaid by Zoya Pirzad. It's an Iranian/Armenian author, and she lives also like in Armenia and in Iran. So in this novel, it's something about a family life and about a woman who is the mother of the family. So what the blurb says, I will read the blurb to you. Deep in an Iranian suburb, made rich by the booming oil industry, Clarice Ayvazian lives a comfortable life, surrounded by the gentle bickering of her children and her gossiping friends and relatives. Happy being at the heart of her family, she devotes herself to their every need. But when an enigmatic Armenian family moves in across the street, something begins to gnaw at Clarice's contentment, a feeling that there may be more to life and to her than this. Dizzy with the sweltering heat and simmering emotions, she feels herself come alive to possibilities previously unimaginable. Set in Iran prior to Islamic Revolution, Zoya Pirzad's award-winning novel crafts an intimate portrait of family life, its joys and its compromises, and how we find a happiness that endures. Sounds just like straight up my alley, straight up there. It's just, you know, everything I like. Family, happiness, enduring happiness, all those things. Iran. And so a little bit about the author also here, they write. So Zoya Pirzad is a renowned Iranian-Armenian writer and novelist. She has written 2 novels and 3 collections of short stories. Things We Left Unsaid has been awarded multiple prizes, including the prestigious Houshang Galshiri Award for Best Novel of the Year. She grew up in Abadan, not sure if I pronounced this correctly, where this novel is set, and now lives in Armenia and Iran. So, must be really interesting. I'm looking forward to this book. I've had it for a while, so finally I will start reading it. So let's begin, and I will be back with you after I finish this novel, or right now maybe somewhere in the middle, we will see, whenever I have something to update you with.
Everybody, I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. But it's snowing. It is finally snowing. I'm so happy. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I don't think I will feel it. It is snowing. Now it's like actually snowing. It doesn't stay on the floor. It melts. But at least it's floating in the air and it's beautiful. I'm so happy. I think these flowers are misunderstanding something. They probably mistook Japanese winter for spring. Everybody, I look like a snowman, but my Russian heart is delighted. My Russian heart is absolutely delighted. Look at this. Look at this. So much snow and it's so beautiful. I love it. Let me feel a little bit more for you. But it's just so beautiful. I'm so happy. I don't want to go home. Everybody, can you hear the crunch? Can you hear the crunch of the snow when I'm walking? It is the best sound ever. Everybody, I have finally seen my winter fairy tale. It is so beautiful today, such a beautiful day. I am so happy today, you have no idea. Just because the snow came, I am so happy. Tomorrow probably it all will start melting, I think so. But at least today I had my winter paradise and I am so happy.
Hello everybody! So I think that this will be the last clip for this reading vlog because I have finished reading Things We Left Unsaid by Zoe Pirzad. I think I will give this novel 4 stars. 4, maybe 3.5. So I cannot say that I absolutely loved it. I don't have strong feelings towards this book, to be honest. It wasn't what I expected. And it's not the problem with the book, of course. Like, what I expect from the book is my problem. It's not the problem of the book. So I'm not saying that like this novel is not successful. It's just that yeah, I don't have any strong feelings towards it, even though it was interesting. This novel tells a story of a woman. She is an Armenian woman and she is like an Armenian family, but they are living in Iran. She was born in Iran, she grew up in Iran. She is an Armenian woman with Armenian heritage, but her family has been living in Iran for a very long time. Her husband works for an oil factory. They are okay, they're well, not rich, but they're okay. He works, she looks after children and looks after the house, so she is a housewife. The book is about her. And we spent a lot of time in her head and in her thoughts. What she's thinking, how is she looking at people around her, what is going on in her like heart and in her soul and in her mind, all of those things. She has always been content with her life. So she has her husband, she has her children, she has her house. But in this novel, she slowly realizes that her husband is taking her for granted. He doesn't participate much in life of the family. He never says thank you to her whenever she does for him. He never praises her. He never like gives her any compliments. He never helps her around the house. They grew apart, I guess you can say. They don't really have much to discuss. They don't have much to talk about. And at the same time, her children are also growing up. Her older son is already a teenager, and you know what happens with teenagers in this time of their life. They start to distance themselves from their parents, and often they see their parents as enemies, right? And that's exactly what is happening here with her and her son. She is very worried about him because she sees that something is going on. I will not tell you what is going on, but she sees that something is wrong. And she is worried about him and she wants to support him and she wants to talk to him about whatever problems he has. But he doesn't want to talk to her because he sees her as this constantly nagging, constantly arguing, constantly angry mother that just wants to teach him. Yet she just doesn't know how to behave and what to say to him. She just wants to help and she doesn't know how. And so they grow apart. She grew apart with her husband, she grew apart with her son at this point. She also has her mom, she has her sister. Her dad passed away a long time ago. And her mother and sister aren't nice people, to be honest. They are always angry, they're always unsatisfied with things, they're always criticizing other people, so they're really not nice people to be around. And at the same time, because she is a housewife, she doesn't really have a big circle of people around her, and it's hard for her to meet new people. She has some friends, but even these friends sometimes can be inconsiderate. Sometimes they don't really ask her what she wants, they just kind of tell her what she should do, and because she cannot say no, they also just use her. And so all of these things, they like pile up, and eventually it just drags her into despair. And so this book is about that, how she finds herself in this desperate state. What triggers this understanding that something is wrong in her life, and eventually what happens next. So I will not tell you what happens next. It's a very slow read. Nothing much happens. Nothing much. It's just a family life. These guests came, she went to visit some people, she met this person, they talked how she felt, what is going on in her head, how she is assessing the situation. So it's a very slow novel, but I personally like such books. I don't need much of a plot, to be honest. So I definitely enjoyed meeting Claire. The main character's name is Claire. I really enjoyed meeting her. I really enjoyed reading about her, this situation and what happened to her afterwards. But yeah, I cannot say that this book left like a very deep impression on me personally. I will be reading it at some point when I forget what happens here, because what I also liked is there is a lot of talk about like Armenian culture, Armenian language, Armenian tradition, and like how people behave. These people, in the book, they behave very differently from the people that I know, like from Russian people that I know personally. They're like so active, so talkative, constantly, I don't know, they're very active. They remind me a little bit maybe my husband's family more, because there always something is going on, always something is coming, somebody is going, always something is happening. So they were very different people from people that I am used to, and I personally attached it to them being a different, coming from a different culture. So that was interesting for me. There is also a little bit of talk about Armenians in Iran, and their kind of lifestyle and how they live and their small traditions and stuff like that. So that was also interesting. So yeah, it was an enjoyable read. I did like it, just I cannot say that it produced like super strong impression on me. I would recommend it if you like slow books. If you like slow books, if you want to read a little bit, if you want to read something about a different culture and people coming from like Middle East and their life, their family life, their behavior, how they behave with each other, how they talk to each other. Well, obviously people are all different, and one book is not a representation of like all people, but I don't know, for me it was interesting. So I would recommend it if you like slow books and you don't expect much of a plot, because there isn't much of a plot here, even though things do happen, and her emotional state does develop. So like following her emotional state was also interesting to watch and interesting to see. So if you like these types of books, I would recommend this. For now, I actually haven't done much progress with this book. I read maybe 40 pages. Not even 40, 33. I read 33 pages. My project of reading 20 pages a day isn't working out quite well, so I thought that maybe it's better for me to just concentrate on one book. So I think next week I will probably just read this book, and I will film reading vlog while I'm reading this. So for now, thank you so much for watching. This was the first week of 2022. Let me know in the comments how has been your first week of 2022. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, stay safe, and I will see you soon in my next video. And also, Happy New Year! See you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!